When ATV Motocross invaded High Point, the action was high-flying as Joel Hedrick got away from the pack, which created great battles behind him. Well, the Pennsylvania native got away. Chad Wienen, Brandon Hogue, Nick Janusa, Jeffrey Rastrelli, and more went at it. And sometimes the action got too close. Moto 1 went to Hedrick, and he pulled the same tricks in Moto 2 as others went down. Bryce Ford and Brandon Hogue went at it as the young guns continued to make moves toward the podium. But in the end, Chad Wienen just proved too strong for the youngsters. As Nick Janusa ran into trouble, Wienen was able to pull in his second, while Hedrick went 1-1. The old favorites are still on top, but how long can it last? Always great to have Aonia Pass in Washington, Georgia on the calendar for the ATV National Motocross Championship. Sanctioned by AMA Pro Racing, this track was dormant for a few years. It has come back to life more recently, and there's something about this layout and even that red Georgia clay that seems to lend itself to ATV racing, including in our youth and amateur classes, the future pros, and then a lot of young riders moving into the pro class. Max Lindquist is definitely one of them. We're waiting for the breakthroughs. Vitek Nakianik is another one, the 101. Cesar Jimenez, Michael Allred there, you see his number 8 as they get ready for battle. Marshall Smith just turned pro at our last race on one of the old school Suzukis. There's Jeffrey Rastrelli getting ready. Vince Merman, 535, also a rookie pro. Zach Harris on the 22. And then the Ford brothers who have really been coming on strong as of late, Cody and Bryce Ford, the 5 and the 4. Perkins, that's Michael Perkins out of Tennessee. Nick Janusa has been strong this year, the rider out of New Jersey. Wesley Wolf. These riders all have podium in them, and Brandon Hogue actually delivered it at our last race.
Yeah, coming off the last round at High Point, I felt really good these last 2 weeks coming into this race. I did some testing, and I'm hoping that can pay off today. Try to do a little better if I can. If not, always have fun, be safe, and I want a podium again for sure. I want to be that third place guy, if not better than that. So I want to try to prove that because High Point was my style. So I want to do that every round if I can.
The problem is all these young guns still chasing the same old top 2. Chad Wienen was second at our last race. He and Joel Hedrick facing another championship fight.
Track looks really good. I watched some earlier today, and we're going to try and go out there and put in some good starts and go race out front. I think the biggest thing this weekend is just execute and try to put myself in good positions to go out there and try and get some points. And Joel's been really chomping away at my points lead, and it's time to try and stop that and try to get back going the other way. So we're just looking for that moto, that breakout moto, to really make it happen, and then try to let the momentum keep going from there. So hopefully that's this weekend, and we're going to see what we got.
Well, I can tell you what we've got. We've got qualifying and then racing action coming your way here, Racer TV. Jason Wygant to give you the call. Stay with us. We'll be on track after this. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMC and by CST Tires. Getting ready for racing here. First, we will practice and qualify. We'll send the fastest ATV motocross riders in the world out on this track. Aonia Pass, Washington, Georgia, not too far from Atlanta. This track just has really good flow to it, and it's definitely a favorite of the riders. You see Wienen and Hedrick, the perennial and annual title contenders, throwing down. And oh, that's a tough jump to clear. Several riders coming up short and casing that one. There goes one of the Ford brothers. Here's Jeffrey Rastrelli. Brandon Hogue. Nick Janusa. 55, Logan Stanfield. Watch Wesley Wolf hauling the mail. That was Cody Ford there. We mentioned Max Lindquist, the top of the show. He's got great style. Cesar Jimenez out of Texas on the 101. There's all red with his distinctive, mostly yellow livery. Vince Merman on the 535. Track pretty wet there at that segment of practice. Actually, the distinctive red clay, it got wet enough here where it doesn't even look red yet. That'll probably change by the time we get to the motos. Joel Hetrick is often the fast qualifier, and he was once again on this day in the number 88, the Phoenix Racing Yamaha. Switching to Yamaha this year, but the speed seems to be there as it always has been. Let's check in with the 88.
What's up, guys? We're here at Aonia Pass. Super excited. I'm on a 4 moto win streak right now. And looking at this track, I'd like to make it another 2. And hopefully I just keep my momentum going, keep the moto wins coming. I feel really good. The bike's working awesome. It's just I'm in tune with the machine right now, and I'm hoping I can keep my streak alive and get back in the championship hunt a little closer and just make it happen.
Same story every year. Hetrick crashes at Daytona in the opener and has to mount an epic comeback to try to get points back on the ever-consistent Chad Wienen. Will that story change today? Stay with us. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMX and by CST Tires. Ready for Moto number 1 here at Aonia Pass, Washington, Georgia. I'm Jason Wygant to give you the call. This is ATV Motocross. Riders surveying their gate selections and ready to rip. Revs are up. Gates down. Long sweeping first turn. That's kind of a theme of the entire track. Joel Hetrick puts his Phoenix Racing Yamaha to the lead. Chad Wienen right behind, and Jeffrey Rastrelli with our Rocky Mountain ATVMX on board not too far back. Bryce Ford, a good start. He's in second. We saw 3 Palms round 2 of the series that he can run the pace with Wienen and with Hetrick. Let's see if he can do it today. And again, they threw a lot of water down on this track, so our camera already covered. Well, no one has an answer already for Hetrick. He's getting away from Ford and the rest of the field. And Wienen on his game. He's already caught up to Ford. Battle is on. Opening on the outside, gonna turn into the inside, and just like that, the 7-time national champ is into the number 2 position. Ooh, that one outside of the track, obviously they did not hit that with the water. Pretty dusty right there. Looks like it's Nick Janusa up to the number 4 spot, and I believe Rastrelli would be next as Hetrick sets sail. Wienen keeping that gap about the same. Not able to close down much, and Hetrick even a look over his shoulder. They've been about equal. Usually you give Hetrick an early lead, and he just checks right out. Saw Rastrelli go over that rise. Now we'll hop on board with him as he's dealing with Janusa and Ford. Zach Harris got it sideways, not quite upside down, but close. Gets it rescued. Look at this, Chad Wienen. He said he wants to swing in momentum, and he is giving an all-out assault, keeping Hetrick honest. I really feel like at most races, peak speed, if Hetrick starts out front, no one's going to catch him. But today, Wienen is on it and is slowly but surely chopping into that lead. But gaining time is one thing. You've got to figure Hetrick, once he figures out that he's back there, maybe he has an extra 1% that he can give. Wienen is right there now, actually catching roost off the rear tires of Hetrick. Oh, this could get good. And then we have our customary battle behind those two, and it's heating up like usual. Now Lindquist, Hogue, Wolf getting in on it. Rastrelli able to make the move on Janusa, right there with Ford. So today, Ford not quite the pace of our lead group, but he's gonna fight like heck to hold on to that third. It's not going to be easy. These guys are coming after him, so 2 battles to watch as Wienen tries to bear down on your leader. We got 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, all in close formation. Oh, well, we lost one of them. Lindquist. Looks like he has mechanical problems as the battle that was right in front of him continues to rage. Janusa Rastrelli trying to catch Ford. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMC and by CSD Tires. Great racing here, ATV Motocross from Georgia, but the battle for the lead did not materialize. It appears that Hedrick got the memo that Wienen was coming, but look at this. How did he do it? Jeffrey Rastrelli has sliced through everyone. He got by Janusa, he's trying to get by Ford. Now he's stuck on the outside. 4 riders coming over this jump at the same time. This is the best racing we've seen in years in this series. Ford hands over the spot to Rastrelli, who's up to 3rd. There is Hedrick, re-establishing that lead over Wienen as we go back to this battle. Ford to the inside, going to try to get Rastrelli back. Then you've got Janusa and Wolf right there. Well, Ford got the wake-up call when Rastrelli got by. He is really hanging it out from 4th to get back into a podium spot. As Hedrick just floats along this bumpy course. Still Rastrelli and Ford going at it. Rastrelli the veteran, Ford one of the relative newcomers. And it looks like another pass. Wolf down on the inside. He has made the move on Janusa. Look at Ford. Lands on the flat, pulls up alongside. And Rastrelli able to get to the right side and shut the pass attempt down. Woo! Look at Joel Hedrick here. Absolutely hammered down as he's in search of 5 straight moto wins. And you can see the aggression from Wienen is gone. He made a bid for it, got within a couple of quad lengths, and Rastrelli must have pulled back away. Or sorry, Hedrick must have pulled back away, and now he's on no man's land. What happened here? Rastrelli off the racetrack, so all that work he did has come undone, and the relentless pressure being reapplied by Ford has paid off. So here's Ford over the rise, back to 3rd. Wesley Wolf is going to take a shot at a podium here. Wolf very versatile. He's quick in the woods in the GNCC series, but maybe even better here today in ATV Motocross as he makes a bid for the podium. There's Wienen back in 2nd now. Like I said, no man's land. That 3rd place battle not close to him, but he's not close enough to put pressure on Hedrick as the white flag comes out. It's Moto 1 of 2. Battle is still raging. They pulled away just a little bit. Rastrelli is still ahead of Janusa. Wolf not giving up on it. Hedrick, finishing touches of a 5 moto win streak. And he just keeps inching a few more points closer. There it is, the moto win. He tops Chad Wienen, closing that points gap down just a little bit. Look at the battle right down to the end. What a move. What a move by Wolf. He had an opening. He sent it. Now we've seen Ford. He can come right back. And he's gesturing. Oh, Ford not happy about that at all. He probably feels that Wolf was off the side of the racetrack. He is not happy. And they are going to talk about this one. Oh, he wants to talk about it. Ford 4th, Rastrelli 5th. We get ready for Moto number 2. These guys are fired up. Ford was upset. He thought it was a course cut for Wolf, but the 3rd place for Wolf will stand. Brandon Ho going to run our Rocky Mountain ATVMC camera. Here we go. And Hedrick. Oh, they come together. Hedrick and Wienen. Wienen spins. Big collision. And he and Hedrick were leaning on each other, refusing to lift, and it backfired big time. So Hedrick the lead, Rastrelli 2nd. Was that Cody Ford down with Wienen? It wasn't Cody's fault at all. Wienen was just spinning sideways right in front of the pack, and there was nowhere to go. It's like NASCAR on a super speedway. Man, look at Jeffrey Rastrelli in the number 2 spot, letting it all hang out, almost literally hanging off the side of those berms. That guy pushes hard. Could never fault the effort out on the racetrack for Rastrelli. But Hedrick, so smooth, so locked in, getting away as he usually does once he has the start. And look at the lead he's pulling already. Wesley Wolf up to 3rd. Bryce Ford is 4th, and you know, no love lost after that first moto battle between Bryce and Wesley Wolf. Bryce thought Wolf cut the track to make the pass. So Cody Ford in the back after getting tangled by Wienen. Bryce Ford making moves toward the podium. And Jeff Rastrelli right in front of Wolf. This thing is tightening up, and look at the comeback. It is on for Chad Wienen, making passes. And that's where he does them best, through the rollers. Trying to salvage points. Battles heating up. Ford and Wolf. ATV Motocross is brought to you by Rocky Mountain ATVMC and by CST Tires. Joel Hedrick leads the way. That has been the one non-shocking part of today's ATV Motocross action from Georgia. Style like that, how could you doubt the 88? Behind him, it has been all sorts of crazy. We had great racing in Moto 1 here in Moto 2. Hedrick's championship rival, Chad Wienen, down early, flying off the racetrack. He spun, crashed, was going backwards, got hit by another rider, and look at this. He has come all the way up to take 4th place away from Ford, and Ford almost gets high center into those ruts. What a comeback for Chad Wienen. Now, I know the guy's ultra consistent and can figure out a way to get to the podium almost no matter what, but I didn't think he could do it from upside down off the start. And here it is. You see 2nd place Rastrelli, 3rd place is Wolf, 4th place is Chad Wienen. Just unbelievable, this comeback. And if you're Joel Hedrick, you have to say, what is it going to take for this guy to finally have a bad moto? Hedrick, year after year, just wins and wins and wins, but if he has one bad race, one bad weekend, one crash, it becomes almost impossible to win the title because Wienen is so consistent, and he's closing in on a podium position again as he has Wesley Wolf in his sights. Here it is. Can Wolf hold on? Wienen getting ever so much closer each time we see them. I think Rastrelli's all alone in the number 2 spot behind Hedrick here. Here it is, Wolf versus Wienen. Wienen on the inside. Wolf gave him an opening, and that's all it takes. You just can't go outside when you've got Chad Wienen bearing down on you, and just like that, he has come from way back, probably next to last, to 3rd. Same old story, Moto wins for Hedrick, podiums no matter what for Wienen, and that has been the fire and ice combination. Look at this, Wienen is going to make a last-ditch effort for 2nd. Might run out of time with a white flag out. Hedrick's long gone. Wienen going to keep digging on Rastrelli, looking for insides in every corner. Can he make it happen? So here's Hedrick, 6 straight Moto wins. Almost had a big tangle up with Wienen. That might have opened the door for someone else to win the Moto. He kept it on 4 wheels, no problem since. Here it is. Last lap maneuver. Oh, Wienen's right there. They tangle. And Rastrelli on the gas rides over the front tire of Wienen. Checkered flag in sight. Rastrelli 2nd in the Moto. What a day of racing here in Georgia. Wienen will still be 2nd overall, and Rastrelli and Wienen congratulate each other. They're all up on the podium.
Man, that 2nd moto, I really dug deep, and we had a good start. And I woke up this morning and said we're going to get on the podium today, and it was a really good day and a long time coming. And the work that was put in to get here was tremendous. So we're just here to stay, and we're going to keep on pushing and keep on pushing till the end. Thank you, guys.
we had a great machine, and it was working great. And that first turn, they threw some water down, and it really made some slick conditions. I slid into Joel, and the two of us about got tangled up, and luckily we came apart. And I'm facing backwards down the whole shot, and I ended up eventually go off the track and tip over. But man, wild ride. Came from I don't know, back of the pack to third, and really not so happy about the points lead, but we're making progress, and that's all that matters right now. And we're going to continue to battle and head to my home turf here in Illinois next.
Just finished up Moto 2 here at Aonia Pass. First in qualifying, 2 hole shots again, and 2 Moto wins. Exactly what we needed. And you know, my teammate here, Jeffrey Rastrelli, he came in second in Moto 2. Chad came in third, and that actually gave me the points lead heading into Sunset Ridge. So that's it's pretty awesome, you know, coming 20-something points back to now being in the points lead heading into the 5th race. So didn't think that was going to happen this early, but I'm super fortunate it did, and I'm confident now in my machine and everything on the team. Everyone on the team is just working hard, and same as myself, we're ready to go out and just keep it going, keep the streak going. We got 6 Moto wins in a row right now, and it's just an awesome feeling. We're gonna go home and work a little harder. You know, this next one's gonna be tough, but you know, we're gonna be ready for it. So we'll see you there.
Well, amazing how it worked out today. Great racing. We'll show you again in the CST Tires race recap. This is Moto 1. A good start by Ford. Max Lindquist problems. There was Wienen getting around Ford. He get the second, put a little pressure on Hetrick, but not enough to take the Moto win away. And then just an unbelievable battle. Rastrelli, Janusa, Wolf, Bryce Ford. And it would come down to the last lap. Hetrick takes the win, but watch this move by Wolf to steal the podium. Second, then went to Wienen. Third, it goes to Wolf. Ford not happy about it. He thought that was a course cut. Rematch at Moto 2. Wienen gets into Hetrick, goes spinning and sliding, and then gets tagged by Cody Ford. They would come from way back in the pack. Good battles here throughout. Hetrick was long gone out front. Rastrelli second. Wienen from the ground would get to third and almost get second here from Rastrelli on the final lap. Rastrelli holds on. Wienen still second overall with 2-3, but there's the points lead by 1 for Hetrick. This title fight, these races, man, they're heating up. For everyone at Racer TV, I'm Jason Wygant. Thanks for watching.